We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the sight of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we are ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the New York Jets. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. First and 10, it's Wilson. It's caught by Davis. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Right back to Davis. It's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. The give, this is their fullback. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
As diverse as the running game has become in the NFL, there's still a place for the fullback position. And on that play, he gained nice yardage.
Again, they go with a fullback, Oma. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
Now Wilson on first down. A contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Mecole Hardman, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this one's incomplete.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Tua now on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers have spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
Well, to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Switch it, switch it.
Here's Gaskin. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Anthony Ferguson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have tied it. Now they can take the lead with the extra point. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Wilson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A give to the fullback on the dive. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Play action. Now Wilson. Catch is made by Hardman. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Jerome Baker there on the tackle. 6 yards left on 2nd down. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. And when they called that play, I'm not sure they expected it to go all the way to the end zone. Nice little reward, though.
Without a doubt, and sometimes I think the offensive line gets a little bit more inspiration when they know that guy's going to get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often. They want to reward him for all that good blocking he does as well.
They'll try and run it here. And he will bowl his way in there for the 2 points. Nothing fancy there on that 2-point try. Give it to the big boy, let him go to work.
That almost felt like sandlot football that we used to play, didn't it? Biggest guy on your team who can carry the ball, hand it to him and let him rumble.
Nobody picked me on the sandlot football team.
You were quarterback, and I know better.
I was the water boy. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Gaskin again on 2nd down.
You know, you're following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under. CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues. But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This is Gaskin on the carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Tua. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
He's checking crowd.
On 3rd down, Duckworth. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. And now a fair catch called for, and he'll indeed take it at about the 6-yard line. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's the Jets punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. A nice little juke. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. He finds his man, complete. That's Bush. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
The Dolphins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Sanders' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On first down, Wilson completes it to Davis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Now a quick hitter with a fullback Arma. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 29-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Wilson's throw here into the hands of Moore. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Davis. And he is going to have a Jets first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Davis. Touchdown, Jets. Corey Davis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. And what I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Jakeem Grant now to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And we'll see what they want to do. Just 20 seconds remaining here before the half. 2 now on first down. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On play action, here's Tua. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points. While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. Carlson able to put this one through. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. This is Jakeem Grant. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Now a second down and 6. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D linemen to make the play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Watkins, and he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
8 yards to go on second down. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They run a draw here on second down. And he's taken down inside the 30. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Now Tua hit, and the ball is out. And the Jets have recovered. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the third quarter, and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that, because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll try to run it. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now they're setting up the wide receiver screen here on the right side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Liam Eichenberg, second-round pick in 2021 from Notre Dame, the guilty party. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Looking to pass. Tua. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception, and it'll be 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
A 32-yard attempt.
The kick by Sanders is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now, they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead, but coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, 2 yards.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. They will find Davis. That's complete.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. Would have been a long kick. It was prime fake field goal territory. They faked it. They got it.
So much for defense in this situation, because the natural play there is you go into what we call safe, meaning you don't really rush on that one. You almost concede. If they want to kick a long one like that and make it, so be it. You just don't give up the fake. Yet they did anyway. Poor execution on the defensive side.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. From the shotgun, Wilson taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Meanwhile, Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Tua. He finds his man, complete. That's Bush. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play there for the Dolphins. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Tua. And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Gaskin. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Gaskin again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Myles Gaskin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
going to try and throw for it.
And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw into the hands here of Hardman.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
They'll let this go for the end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Throwing again here, Wilson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
That's to Davis. He's got it. Touchdown, New York.
Corey Davis, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Jets are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this 4th quarter advantage.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now this throw caught left side, and he is out of bounds inside the 35.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 2 and a throw again. This is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer.
That touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now, it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah,
doubt, with a two-score game, they're going to have to onside kick, and we'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here's Mecole Hardman. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 8. Wilson wants to throw it. Flushed out right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Tua to throw. And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now 3rd down as the clock runs. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Jets, they climb to 6-2 on the year as they close in on the midpoint of this 17-game schedule. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins,